These guys are always cutting up with each other. Of all the episodes, can you look back at a favorite that you enjoyed the most, or a scene that you shot, maybe with Larry or Patrick or one of the other cast members? You thought to yourself, "Man, that's why I got into this business." Steve, what do you think?
That's to me?
Yeah.
I get the hard question?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite episode particularly. I think it has been great to have a chance to play in this show, to play this Western character, to come down here and make all these friends in Texas, and to have a show that runs for 11, 12 years for me. It's just the greatest thing.
I tell you, one of my favorite moments in the show was when you and Bobby and JR would team up together. And it was like the Sons of Katie Elder.
Wings of Vengeance was the name of an episode. We had a big range war.
Yeah.
We were going around with jeeps with guns.
Yeah.
Hey.
That had to be a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Shooting somebody besides Larry.
Rodeo.
Yes.
Rodeo. We got a bunch of rodeo episodes. Those were really fun.
Let me ask Charlene that question. Do you have a favorite? 14 seasons, narrow it down on stage right now. Do you have a favorite scene or episode you think back and you go, oh, that's the one I got into this business for?
They have heard this before, but I do. I love the arc where Lucy was engaged to Kit Mainwaring, who had to come out to her and confess that he could not marry her because he was homosexual. And they handled that topic very well, and it was beautiful, and I had a lot of pride in that, and I got to work with a wonderful actor named Mark Wheeler on that, so I loved it.
Way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time.
It was so ahead of its time, and I loved it. I thought it was just beautifully done, yeah. And I've gotten so much response to it, over the years.
I have to ask I have to ask Patrick.
Jody, we all did that.
I know, I can believe it. I have to ask Patrick the same question slightly differently. When it got to the shower scene, how in God's name did you keep a secret? I mean, surely you must have known it well enough in advance to where you just were bursting, I'm sure.
Well, we did two things. We filmed several ways that Bobby was tempted to come back, where bandages come off his head, and we did that on the soundstage where Dallas was shot with the same crew and everything. Bandages come off, he looks in the mirror and goes, oh, this looks perfect. And is he a real Bobby, is he not a real Bobby? We did a couple of those. And then on our own, the producer and myself went to a production house that only does commercials. None of the same crew, none of the same anybody. And they built a little shower stall in the middle of the soundstage about the size of this building. Little tiny shower stall, and I spent an entire day making a commercial for Irish Spring soap. And all I did was turn around, the door opens, and I say, good morning. And then I would count enough that the freeze frame for the end of the show, and I'd hold up a bar of soap and go, and you can have a good morning too. If you wake up like the Duffy family with Irish Spring soap. And I did it right the first time, but we didn't want them to know that it was only a gag. So I did that scene for about 8 hours. Just to get me turning around when the door opens and saying good morning and starting my career again.
Yeah, that's the price you had to pay to come back.
Oh! And it was really wrinkled.
Linda, when we walked in here this evening, Steve was asking, okay, I'm sure we shot some episodes here at the Longhorn Ballroom, and I laughed and I said, I think it was one of them where Sue Ellen was off the wagon, and Steve goes, well, there were a few of those. And did it, when you're asked as an actor to play that role, somebody who's seriously got a substance abuse problem, it can become repetitive, it can become cliche, it can become everything you wouldn't want it to be. How did you keep your character so sympathetic? People loved you, they were worried about you.
Oh God, weren't they worried about you?
Yeah, I think so. That's a special skill to play that part in those aspects of a character and still be extraordinarily sympathetic.
Well, because look who I was married to. That would give you a little sympathy.
Okay, that opens up a really good question. When you get to the table read and they hand you the script, was there ever a point at which you said, oh God, even Larry Hagman can't do that? Were there any limits?
Obviously not.
Let's come back to the stage in a minute. Jonathan, where are you?
I'm still out here. All right, so if you were winner 1, 3,